I'm Kimberly Radisitz. I am the 2022 Illinois Teacher of the Year. I have wanted to be a teacher for as long as I can remember. According to my grandparents, I've known that I wanted to be a teacher since elementary school. And I believe that that is something that I wanted to do because I have lots of memories growing up of teaching my brother and my cousins in a game of school. And now I feel like I live that dream every single day. I chose to be a Spanish teacher because my mom's family is from Zacatecas, Mexico. And growing up, my brother and I and my dad and my mom would go to Mexico every summer to explore that area. And so I like to bring those experiences to my classroom and share my orgullo with my students, and that's been something that's been wonderful over the years, and I'm so glad that I ended up picking something that I can be excited about every day, like teachers I've had in the past. I've had over 1,500 students in the last 16 years, right? I think the kids here in Oregon are phenomenal. I think they're going to be up to amazing things here in the future. I have a former student that's actually a Pulitzer Prize winning student. I have a student that is working in Spain, teaching English there. I have students that are going into education. Every single student I've had over the years have left a real impact on my life. I am definitely a different person now than I was 15 years ago, without a doubt.
For me, she's the best teacher I've ever met, period. If there's a problem, she's just gonna figure out a way to do with it. She constantly is looking for another way to reach that kid. It doesn't matter if they're the star athlete or the kid that just has no friends in the corner. She wants to make sure every kid in this building is known.
Mrs. Red was definitely named Teacher of the Year because of how above and beyond she goes for all of her students. She will take time out of her busy schedule even now to help you with your test or help you with family problems or friend problems. Like just yesterday, she had meetings all day and she still found time to help me with my test today.
Outside of my 8.5 hours of my contract time, I am a member of a program that we have called Hawks Take Flight. And Hawks Take Flight is a program we started in 2007, 2008, because our principal at the time saw that we had 273 Fs for a class of 130 freshmen. So what we landed on was an after-school program that was meant to be kind of a homework hub where we would help students once a week with their homework. And what we found was that the students in the program didn't really need help with their homework. That's not what they needed. What they needed was an adult that believed in them, and what they needed was an adult that was going to help set goals and hold them accountable to those goals. The program then evolved into something that is a little bit less homework-based and a lot more relationship-based. Relationships matter, and I realized that even more so than I had as a first and a second year teacher. Relationships with students matter, but not only that, we landed on the belief that relationships with parents mattered. And what we've done through that program is we bring those parents on board as partners in their children's education and kind of coach them through how they can support their student in school. So we've become a family with an even bigger sense of family around us in that their parents are a huge part of our program as well, and we try to bring in the community as well. We had 273 Fs in 2007, 2008. The year before the pandemic, the number was down to 16. We got down to 16 Fs, and it was all because we've gone all in on investing in relationships and providing structured time for students to not only kind of air their concerns with school, but also take in some success moments and have somebody that helps them build up their confidence.
Miss Rad and a few other teachers would sit down with us and help us work through our homework in order to just get it done, because I struggled with getting my homework done. And we would do fun little things, they would have snacks for us and stuff like that. And then it was that one-on-one time that some students really need. And it was so helpful. I did so good my freshman year because of that, and I wasn't expecting to, so.
Mrs. Rad, she makes me believe that I can literally do anything. I told her that I wanted to be a teacher, and she's been pushing me to be a teacher all year, all last year. She's done everything she can to make me believe that I can be a teacher.
You don't have to be the 2022 Illinois Teacher of the Year to have a voice in the state of Illinois. The union will give you that. And I think if there's anything that I've taken away from the last few months of being Teacher of the Year, it's that opportunities to be a teacher leader outside of your building exist. You just got to go after them. And the perfect place to start would be with the union. And so I'm hoping this coming school year that I get the opportunity to network with as many schools as possible just to find out what other people are doing and to maybe connect the dots a little bit so that we can just make every school around here stronger.
I have been in education for 22 years, and I've had the opportunity to work with tons of teachers in a lot of different school districts. Miss Rad is the very best teacher I've ever worked with, and she's constantly goes above and beyond. She knows things. She is a content expert. She's constantly striving for better instructional strategies, how to connect with all of her kids. I mean, she's really an incredible teacher.
Being the 2022 Illinois Teacher of the Year is bigger than me. It's about us. It's about the people in this community, the kids in this community, the teachers who push me, inspire me, encourage me to do my best every day, the administration that encourages me to take risks. One of the awesome things about working in a small town school is that so many of our students come back to visit and to let us know the things that they're up to. So you build some really strong relationships with them. And I believe that the future of the United States is bright. Like, I truly believe that because I watch them grow in my classroom every single day. And I know that there are things that you see in the media about kids nowadays, and it causes me cognitive dissonance because I think that they're great. And I think that we're in really good hands, without a doubt.
Thank you, Miss Rad, for being so amazing and making all of our students feel like they are the very best student at Oregon High School.
Thank you, Mrs. Rad, for going above and beyond for all your students every day.
Thank you, Mrs. Rad, for helping me be a better person and being who I truly can be.
Thank you, Miss Rad, for everything you've done. I mean, you are an amazing teacher and you really deserve everything that's happening in your life right now. So thank you for everything.
Miss Rad, thanks for doing everything you've done for me as a teacher and for the people of Oregon and for the students of Oregon. Thank you.